Top 10 countries with the best visas. Moving abroad starts with one crucial step: getting the right visa. Some countries make the process smooth, rewarding, and even life-changing, offering long stays, easy renewals, and sometimes a clear path to residency and citizenship. Others bury you in paperwork and endless red tape. In this video, we're breaking down the top 10 countries with the best visas for expats, entrepreneurs, and remote workers. From golden opportunities in Europe to digital nomad paradises in Asia, these countries don't just open their borders, they open new futures. Stick with me until the end, because some of these options may surprise you. Portugal, the pioneer of long-stay visas. Portugal has become a superstar for expats because of its multiple visa choices tailored to different lifestyles. The D7 visa, designed for retirees and passive income earners, offers a stable route for those living off pensions or investments. Meanwhile, the newer D8 visa caters to digital nomads, making Portugal one of the first European countries to seriously embrace remote work. Once approved, these visas provide a clear path to residency, and after 5 years, applicants can become eligible for Portuguese citizenship, unlocking full EU mobility. That means the ability to live, work, and study across the European Union. The trade-offs? Some of Portugal's generous tax perks have recently been trimmed, and the documentation requirements can feel heavy. Still, Portugal remains one of the best gateways into Europe for expats seeking stability and sun. Spain. Digital nomads and entrepreneurs welcome. Spain has stepped up its game with its Digital Nomad visa, which allows remote workers to stay for up to 5 years. The country also introduced a startup law, streamlining residency for entrepreneurs and innovators who want to build businesses in Spain. Families benefit too, thanks to broad reunification options and full access to the Schengen area after residence. That said, Spain is notorious for its regional bureaucracy. Depending on where you apply, the process can be slow and paperwork intensive. But if you can push through, Spain's mix of urban vibrancy, Mediterranean lifestyle, and visa flexibility makes it a strong choice. Canada, pathways for workers and dreamers. Canada stands out for its welcoming immigration system, offering multiple pathways that suit different profiles. The express entry system is one of the most famous, attracting skilled workers worldwide with a points-based application that can lead to permanent residency. Entrepreneurs are drawn to the Startup Visa program, which not only encourages innovation, but also includes a pathway to permanent residency. For younger travelers, the Youth Working Holiday Visa allows short-term work and travel experiences, making Canada an attractive stepping stone. But be warned, demand is high, and application backlogs can slow the process. Even so, few countries make immigration feel as attainable as Canada does. United Arab Emirates, the fast-track gateway. The UAE has transformed itself into a global hub, and its visa policies reflect that ambition. The 10-year Golden Visa is one of the most generous long-term options in the region, designed to attract investors, professionals, and exceptional talent. For freelancers and remote workers, there are special permits that allow flexible living without tying you to a single employer. What makes the UAE stand out is its fast processing and minimal red tape. In a country where things move quickly, visas are no exception. The downsides? Costs can be steep, and sponsorship rules vary depending on the emirate. Still, with elite infrastructure, global connectivity, and large expat networks, the UAE remains a magnet for opportunity seekers. Germany, Europe's new talent magnet. Germany is updating its visa system to attract international talent more than ever. The new Opportunity Card allows job seekers to enter the country while searching for work, lowering barriers to entry. Meanwhile, the modernized EU Blue Card makes it easier for highly skilled professionals to gain residence with strong employment contracts. Once in Germany, expats find a reliable path to permanent residency. However, paperwork is heavy and German language requirements can pose challenges. For those willing to navigate bureaucracy, Germany offers one of Europe's strongest economies and most reliable visa structures. Thailand, long-term stays in Southeast Asia. Thailand is no longer just a tourist hotspot. It's an expat favorite thanks to its evolving visa system. The long-term resident visa provides up to 10 years for retirees, investors, and professionals. For those in tech, the Smart Visa offers easier terms for innovators and entrepreneurs. Add to that a growing digital nomad infrastructure with co-working hubs in Bangkok and Chiang Mai, and Thailand becomes more than just a place to vacation. However, expats should be aware of frequent policy shifts and strict eligibility criteria. Thailand's rules can change quickly, so staying updated is key. Still, for affordability, lifestyle, and visa flexibility, it's one of Asia's top destinations. Thailand's evolving visa options, from the 10-year LTR to the Smart Visa for entrepreneurs, make it a top expat choice, though frequent rule changes mean staying updated is essential. Mexico, simplicity and flexibility. Mexico's visa system is refreshingly straightforward. The temporary resident visa allows stays of up to 4 years, with the option to transition to permanent residence afterward. What sets Mexico apart is its income-based system, meaning you don't need employer sponsorship to qualify. Renewals can often be handled inside the country, reducing stress. The catch is that requirements vary by consulate, and interpretation of income rules isn't always consistent. Even so, Mexico's proximity to the United States, low cost of living, and cultural richness make it a go-to option for North American expats and beyond. Mexico's temporary resident visa offers up to 4 years with a path to permanence, using income-based rules instead of employer sponsorship, though varying consulate requirements can add unpredictability. Italy, a classic with new options. Italy has joined the digital nomad wave by introducing its own digital nomad visa, finally opening the door for remote workers to live la dolce vita legally. Entrepreneurs and freelancers can also explore startup and self-employed visa channels, with residency unlocking Schengen mobility across Europe. But patience is needed. Slow bureaucracy and high proof of income requirements can frustrate applicants. Still, the chance to build a life surrounded by Italy's culture, cuisine, and landscapes keeps this visa on the radar for many. Italy's new digital nomad visa gives remote workers a legal path to enjoy its culture, cuisine, and landscapes, though applicants should expect bureaucracy and strict income requirements along the way. Indonesia, Asia's emerging golden visa hub. Indonesia, and especially Bali, is fast becoming a hotspot for expats. The government recently rolled out a golden visa program offering 5 to 10-year stays for investors and top professionals. The second home visa also allows long-term residence for retirees and others with financial stability. Combined with Bali's thriving remote work ecosystem, Indonesia is one of the most attractive options in Southeast Asia. The main challenge is rule changes. Visa policies shift often, and sponsors are usually required. But for those willing to navigate evolving systems, Indonesia offers one of the most exciting expat futures in Asia. Indonesia is positioning itself as a top expat hub, with new golden and second home visas enabling long-term stays, though frequent policy shifts and sponsorship rules mean flexibility is key. Malta, small but mighty. Malta may be tiny, but it packs a punch when it comes to visas. The Nomad Residence Permit allows remote workers to base themselves in the EU while enjoying Malta's English-speaking environment. Entrepreneurs benefit from the Startup Residence Scheme, designed to attract founders with innovative projects. Living in Malta means access to EU travel, sunny Mediterranean weather, and a thriving international community. But being small, the market has limits, and housing costs are rising quickly. Still, Malta is carving out a reputation as one of Europe's most visa-friendly nations. Malta combines visa-friendly options like the Nomad Residence and Startup Residence schemes with Mediterranean living and EU access. The limited market size and rising housing costs are drawbacks. The world is opening up. So there you have it, the 10 countries with the best visas right now. From Portugal's D7 stability to Thailand's long-term options, and from Canada's structured pathways to the UAE's golden opportunities, each of these nations is rolling out red carpets for global talent. If you could pick one of these visas tomorrow, where would you go first? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, subscribe, hit that bell, And give this video a thumbs up so you never miss our next deep dive into the world of expat life.